Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Wilson changing the play. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. K.J. Hamler. And finally taken down at the 34. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Shrugs him off. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, 1st down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he fires one, but incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Go, check, go, check.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Pierce the intended target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, we know they're going to be tough to throw on top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Flushed out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Throwing now is Geno. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Smith. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining. We step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's do, baby. Let's do this.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. In motion right, that's Metcalf. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll let Hamler try and run it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Geno now to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Richardson off the play fake. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Eluding the pressure right. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, 39 yards. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
That's Gay to kick off for the Colts.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And now they're in the hurry-up. Wilson wants a different look. In motion right, that's Metcalf. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Wilson. Past the 20. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 14. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. They're going right back to Hamler. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Myers' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Derek Hall. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Returnable for Lockett. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's good for the Seattle Seahawks. First and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now 3rd down and 7. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And they're going to speed things up here. Richardson now on 2nd down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Boye Mafe. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
But certainly hit the point of no return in this one because that was absolutely the last time they could afford a sack. You got to sustain your blocks and keep your quarterback clean for as long as it takes in this situation. They failed up front this time to do so.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but on the 3rd down.
weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact kept the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wilson. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to... And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andre Yoshibas, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Colts are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
The Seahawks on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Wilson going to change things up here. Wilson now off the play fake. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. So just The completion there. 3rd and 7 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
This is our last chance. Turn it up, fellas. Turn it up.
Here's 1st and goal.
Come on, let's play like a team. Defense now.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. McCaffrey sidestepping his way in the end zone. It's a touchdown.
This is the type of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortune. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They go read option with Wilson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Colts pick it up.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got to tuck this week. Points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Richardson. And incomplete on the deep ball. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Final 90 seconds here. It's 2nd and 10. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten his feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Got his man, it's Woods. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle an out route. That's not the way you're supposed to play. That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Derek Hall in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. This crowd turning up to decibel level. It's 3rd and long. And Woods has it complete. First things first here, they've got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Seahawks, they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they fall for just the 4th time all season as they will finish 13-4. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
shame. Gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We don't switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for left.